I would like to think I have a pretty strong stomach when it comes to scary and unsettling visuals. I've seen it all, and it's all literally just pretend, right? Well, it turns out I'm not as strong as I thought, because why the hell, at my grown age, mind you, am I suddenly haunted by the horror that is the Come to Daddy music video? Why are my nightmares fueled by the sensual fever dream that is window liquor?
Oh my God!
Well, both these music videos have two things in common. Both of these songs are by the electronic music god himself, Aphex Twin. Oh yeah, and both of these videos are directed by the mysterious and creative Chris Cunningham. After viewing such twisted, bizarre, and honestly quite confusing videos, I knew I had to go on a Chris Cunningham deep dive and see what he's all about. So who is Chris Cunningham? Chris Cunningham was born on the 15th of October in 1970. From a young age, he always had an interest in robotics. In addition to this, he would spend a majority of his childhood listening to music on his dad's speaker. In around 1990, he worked as a comic book artist for 2000 AD under the pseudonym Chris Walls. During this time, he also assisted with model making, prosthetic makeup, and concept illustrations for a number of films. This experience would prove to be extremely valuable, as these skills would carry over to the projects Chris would come on to make. Some of his standout projects include the All Is Full of Love video for Björk. This video is set in a cold, industrial environment. However, this is contrasted with the warmth and intimacy of the robot's actions, and Chris is able to create a juxtaposition of artificiality and emotions. As well as that, Chris directed the Only You video for Portishead. This video emphasizes a feeling of isolation and disconnection from society, with its use of smooth transitions and even live action footage with a digitally simulated water environment. Like a lot of Chris's videos, there is no traditional storyline and has a greater focus on visual and emotional experience. And in 1998, Chris took on a project by a very, very underground musician. Probably wouldn't have heard of her, Madonna. He directed Frozen, the Frozen music video for Madonna. And this video involves a combination of beauty and unsettling imagery, which allows for a unique visual experience. This music video uses slow motion, camera angles, and CGI to create surreal and dreamlike visuals, which perfectly reflects the song's theme of isolation and longing. Frozen is set in a monochromatic desert, and it perfectly showcases Cunningham's ability to work with mainstream artists while still being able to maintain his signature visual style. But he is most notably linked with Aphex Twin. He's worked on a number of Aphex Twin projects, including the Monkey Drummer video installation. This video features the manic tune that is Mount St. Michael and St. Michael's Mount from Aphex Twin's album Drug Use, and pairs it with a visual of a monkey animatronic playing the drums. Chris is also the mastermind behind the absolutely terrifying short film Rubber Johnny that features the song Aphex 237V7, also from Drug Use. Although I, among many, discovered Chris through his work on the Window Liquor and Come to Daddy music videos. After viewing more and more of Chris's projects, I came to find that his videos tend to have quite dark, gloomy, and almost dystopian-like atmospheres and settings. This can be credited to the monotonic colour palette that Chris consistently uses to enhance the sense of bleakness and unease. Enter Window Liquor. In this specific video, the sunny atmosphere was created by using lens flares as well as by chasing foreseen sunsets. A really effective part of his music video was the transition from the sunny rap style video to the more dark and gloomy imagery and lighting once the music actually starts. Like a majority of his music videos, Chris used prosthetics to create full face masks. It turns out that the face they were using was none other than the face of Aphex Twin, who very frequently uses his face as disturbing imagery throughout the music he makes. Another notorious Chris Cunningham signature is his editing style. He often uses a method called Mickey Mousing. Mickey Mousing is a film technique that syncs music with the actions on screen. This term comes from early and mid-production Walt Disney films where music is set to work to mimic the animated motions of the characters. This technique was notoriously used when the music begins and that freaky dude emerges from the limo and does an iconic dance with an umbrella that perfectly syncs up with the beat. Chris utilizes a variety of techniques to create a sense of unease and disorientation. This includes close-ups, long shots, and shaky camera work. The video also uses CGI and other special effects to distort and manipulate the visuals, further enhancing its bizarre and uncanny quality. Chris's work is notorious for its unsettling and often grotesque visuals. However, Chris takes pride in challenging traditional notions of beauty and normalcy when he creates his art. However, within the discomfort of window liquor, there is humour. A prime example of this is the iconic limo entrance in the window liquor music video. This gag is one that is occasionally used in comedy works. However, in this case, this gag instantly shifts the tone of this music video from a typical humorous rap video to a much weirder and unsettling vibe. Unlike Chris's other videos, has not a single trace of sensuality or humour, even though Chris described the process of this music video as being a bit of a laugh. However, a vast majority would describe this video as plain horrible and scary. I remember when my dad showed me this song for the first time when I was about 6. I remember being so intrigued, yet so confused by it. This feeling of confusion came back 10 years later after finally bringing myself to watch this music video. This video starts off in an ominous setting. Chris shot this video at Thamesmead, which is a 60s housing estate in the London borough of Greenwich and Bexley. The estate's foreboding brutalist architecture has made it a hotspot for filmmakers looking for urban decay vibes. In this video, you're introduced to an innocent grandma as it pans to a shot of her walking her dog towards a pile of junk. Chris's projects often depict a struggle between human figures and their surroundings, with an emphasis on themes of alienation and displacement. When she came to casting, we had her be really scared, but I don't think she realised she was going to have a wind machine pointing at her face, Chris Cunningham told Pitchfork. She had me in stitches. I had to look away when we were filming her scene because I was laughing so much. This video also features Chris's signature eerie lighting and a few fast-paced pan shots of danky, decomposing buildings at this estate. These shots are paired with a sequence of flashing lights. He uses handheld cameras and shaky footage in this video, which helped create quite a chaotic vibe. The use of the ominous and unsettling sound effects also helps build the suspense. The most unsettling part of this video comes after 4 minutes, where this demon emerges from the TV screen. Mickey Mousing is used here, as the screeches and beat of the music is utilised to increase the impact when introducing this thing. Chris is arguably one of the most unique music video directors of the 90s. His use of codes and conventions to deconstruct traditional music video aesthetics has created a unique, unsettling, and unforgettable viewing experience. His use of sound effects and sonic textures is also the perfect addition to the media he creates, seamlessly blending elements of horror, action, and science fiction. The industrial electronic music Chris makes music videos for enhances feelings of melancholic unease and even aggression at times. Nowadays, Chris puts most of his time and energy into music production. I can't sit here and pretend like I'm not disappointed that he doesn't make music videos anymore. The videos that defined an entire subgenre of electronic music. We now live in a world where people would just ask AI to conjure up some unnerving visuals, but Chris was a weirdo who was able to create these monsters by